everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little challenge that I love to do at least once a year, which is redrawing my old art. Now, while some of it is a bit rough, even for me to know what is going on, I instead looked at work that isn't obscenely old, namely pieces from high school. There is a lot of work from this period, and ironically, almost none of it has ever seen the light of day, apart from like a handful of other people. This was from a time where I had some severe insecurities about my work and refused to share it with anyone for fear of it being rejected. So it only feels right that I instead share it with the whole internet. The piece of ridicule today is day one of Inktober 2019. I believe this was my junior year of high school, and it was, I think, the second ever time I attempted Inktober. Now, I rarely finish such challenges as I very quickly get burnt out over the prompts, so this year is no exception. I ended on day 13, Ash. I'm a bit miffed at myself for this, as I had a very strong start, and would have loved to have more to look at. But anyway, I'm looking at day number 1. So my idea at the time was to design a character and then draw them over and over in different settings for each prompt, which was cool an idea, but very ambitious, and high school wasn't going to make that easy. While I really liked the character I came up with, I didn't plan at all any story for him, and as a result, I struggled to find the right path to set him down. And so Ring faded into obscurity, never to be drawn again. Until now. I pulled out my trusty iPad and started working, making the most of the original design and revamping him into a character and drawing that I could find newfound pride in. I went for a grayscale color palette to keep true to the original piece's origin in Inktober, and chiseled away until I figured out what I wanted. I considered completely putting him in a new pose, or maybe something more ambitious, but I wanted to stay true to the prompt and the source. His hair is no longer clumpy and confusing, looking oily, and the chainmail actually looks more like chainmail, despite the fact I still don't know how to draw it and I'm too stubborn to learn. But I hope this final piece would have made younger me happy. I love looking and thinking about how I would react to myself and my art back then, and maybe how it would have inspired me to maybe share my work on the internet sooner. I suggest any artists that are watching this to try this out. It's very fun. It's very fulfilling and satisfying knowing how far you've come. But until next time, bye-bye.